Here we go. What is going on, Sumolings? Let's give everybody a couple minutes to trickle in. I know we got a bunch of people who registered for this one. Super excited for today. What's up, everybody? As you're coming through, let us know where you are tuning in from. I am in New York right now. Pretty, where are you?
I'm from New Delhi right now, so it's 7:30 at my end in the night. But really excited to bring on board, all the value.
All right. Nice. Cool. How's everyone doing today? Thank you for joining us for the webinar. Super excited. We're gonna get started in just a second, but let's let people finish trickling in. Just gonna have another sip of my coffee. What's up, Calvin?
Hi, Calvin.
How's everyone doing? We got Andy, Charlene, Daniel, another Daniel, a Dennis, Derek. What's up, y'all? Awesome. Cool. All right. Well, let's get going. Today we have an awesome webinar for you guys. If you don't already know, this is Curdy, who's the founder and CEO of Influence. Influence is a social proof notification tool that helps you instantly boost conversion rates. I'm sure you've seen it on AppSumo. It's a super awesome tool. Very excited to get this demo and walkthrough for you guys so you can see how to get it set up for your businesses and for your sites. Two pieces of housekeeping before we get going. The first one is, if you guys have any questions, you can drop those in the Q&A box at the kind of the bottom middle of the video, and we'll circle back to those after the demo. The next thing is, if you have to pop out for any reason, you got to leave early, don't worry, we will be sending out a replay. Or if you missed something, don't feel like you got to take notes. You can always view it again. So we'll be sending that out later today. But that is all I have. So Curdy, thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for the intro, Chris. Thank you.
Yeah. So where did the idea of Influence come from? What's your background?
So me and my co-founder, we've been building products for quite some time, and we just transitioned from our last company to this, and we've been looking at solving problems, and we figured out this is something that a lot of startups have been looking for, because increasing conversion rate is like a really expensive thing for small product companies and small early businesses. So the whole idea behind building this tool was to offer a CRO as a service, but at a far cheaper price. So let's say you pay $9, $10, or $20 as a month service, but you make much, much more in terms of sales and the revenue that you make by using our product. So that was the whole idea behind building this product. So it's more of a CRO as a service, because otherwise, if you go out in the market and hire a CRO specialist, they end up billing you $10, $20, $30,000. So this is like the most efficient and cost-effective way to make more money and revenue in your existing business. And you don't have to do anything extra. Whatever number of traffic you have, just put our tool and you'll start making more money through increased social proof. And that's basic just behind how it works. And big hotel companies like Airbnb, hotels.com, bookings.com, they really rank social proof as their probably number one or number two tactic in terms of increasing conversion. So if the top guys are doing it, what we've done is we've taken that particular feature and productized it for everyone so that masses can have easy access for it. That's just behind it. But we
love it.
And run through more details of what it is and how everyone on the webinar can find value from it and make it work for their businesses as well. So
awesome. Yeah, it's super cool. I mean, especially if you have a company that's not very well known and people come to it, say from a Facebook ad or from a tweet, something like that, and they might be interested, but they're not quite sure. They're not sure if this is real or all that. And then they get pings and they keep seeing that other people are purchasing it. They're a lot more comfortable doing it. They feel like it's, a more legit company. So I think it's great what you guys have built and what you're offering Sumolings. So yeah, I know you have a presentation. If you want to cue that up, we can go through some of those slides and then get the demo going. I'm sure folks are excited to see that.
Sure. So should I just dive in with the presentation?
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, you can just grab that share button and get going.
Okay, perfect.
I'm going to turn off my camera so people are having a look at me.
Can you guys see my screen? If you can.
Yeah, I got you. Let's but from my end, things are looking good.
Okay, perfect. So, mm, can you guys see my screen now?
No, no, the screen just went away. You had it up, but then we lost it. Let's see. Okay, there. Got it now.
Perfect.
All right, Jared's got to bounce. We will see you on the replay. All right. Yep, I can see the presentation deck.
Okay.
Step one, and there you go. Yep, got it on the full. Yeah. Okay, there it is. Yep, perfect.
Perfect. So, hello everyone. Welcome to this presentation and webinar with Influence. So, what I'll be doing in this whole webinar, I'll be giving a quick gist of what the whole product is and what we've been up to, what we've been doing till now, and how it all stacks up, and how you guys can have more value by using a product through, by getting it on AppSumo. And then I'll just give you a quick run through of how the product exactly works and what it is really about. So the product Influence, as I spoke about, it's really the idea behind offering CRO as a service, and it's an all-in-one conversion platform where you can put in a JS script on the head tag of your website and start converting more customers, leads, sales, and conversions by showing small social proof pop-ups on your website. So right now we essentially have 3 products with us. So the first product we have is recent notification. So recent notification is someone, let's say, John from New York just recently purchased something with you. So it would show up like this. And live notifications, which means it shows how many people are, on your website right now. And bulk notification just shows the average total number of buying activity that's happening on our website. Now, the whole idea behind doing this is to show it to other people that there's some buying activity that's happening on your website. So let's say, if you take for an example, if you go to a restaurant and you're out there to eat and have a meal, chances are that if you're out there to have a meal, if you see an empty restaurant, you won't check in into that restaurant. People usually go and walk into a restaurant which is usually filled and is has more people in the restaurant. So that's where social proof really, that's how really the social proof works. So it's basically other people buying and eating, other people consuming your services, and that's how it motivates other fresh and new buyers to take up your service. And this is just basically the 3 products that we have. And the other products that we have in line with us are some of the upcoming notifications, which is basically review notifications. A lot of Sumo links and our existing customers have been requesting us and asking us to, they want to have Facebook reviews, Google reviews, things from reviews.io, Yotpo, Yelp reviews, and all those things. And they want to show it as social proof because, people really love and see other people's reviews as a vote of approval in terms of buying. So if you see someone recommending this product to, to you, chances are that your ability to buy that product would be relatively higher. So that's about review. And for custom, a lot of Sumo links, we've been getting a lot of pings inside our chat, and we've been hearing about people want to have more and more customizations in terms of notifications. So let's say, someone posted a blog post, or someone just posted code on GitHub, or any other sort of activity which they wanted to show. So we've really given that kind of flexibility, so that in case you have any sort of activity that's happening on your website, you can show it as social proof to your audience. So that's what we are doing in terms of how we are moving ahead. So basically, the whole idea about what the whole problem was, that people were looking for more sales and leads, and a lot of people have been asking us, and we've been seeing a lot of forum problems and all that, is people have been asking for sales, but in reality, people have a bit of traffic, but they weren't able to convert that traffic and make it into converted sales. And the real problem we figured out again was not traffic, it was conversion rate. And usually a lot of businesses suffer from low conversion rates, and fixing conversion rate is like a really cost intensive activity. And social proof by design in terms of CRO is the second highest most converting tactic in the CRO booklet. And from our perspective, what we figured out was that small and medium-sized businesses can't really, improve their conversions because it's really a cost, time-consuming activity, and you have to pay a lot of money to CRO guys. So this was the real problem statement we had before moving on to the, building the product and figuring out the problem. And so the current conversion tool market is very weird right now. We have a lot of competitors as well. So we found that the quality of design in terms of competitors were really low. They were really expensive, and the support was delayed. And how we offer to change the whole system here is we wanted to offer like a really high quality premium design with our product. And in terms of cost, we wanted it to be really accessible and simple, so that any even early startup business can have it easily without burning a hole in their pocket. And also get 24/7 support. So right now we have a 16-hour support, and we do from Monday to Saturday, but our goal really moving ahead with the product is to offer 24/7 support and really make things happen for you versus, just expecting you replies and tickets from support. So this is how we figured out our fit would be. And the solution was, of course, Influence, and it's very easy to deploy. So all you have to do is just take a JavaScript code, which we have in our product, install it on the website, create a campaign, and you can go live. It's just barely a 10 minutes activity, and that's how the product moves. So why does it work so well? I just attached a photo over here. If you can see in the photo, the social proof is the second most impactful activity for any business. And so we have been working with a lot of SaaS companies. We've been working with internet marketing businesses and coaches and other internet e-commerce businesses like Shopify, e-commerce, WooCommerce, Magento, and others as well. So this is just a case study of how Call Hippo, which is a calling telephony product, used our service, and they increased our conversion rate. Now their products are usually ranging from $15 to $200. Now imagine having a 37% conversion rate and then boosting it up to 41%. Imagine how, using our product, this is the kind of boost they got, and just having that extra 3, 4, or 5% boost for a SaaS business in terms of recurring income means a lot of money. So this way we've been able to help other businesses in getting more conversions. Now you might be thinking, what's in it for me, and will it work for my product or not? So we've seen this work for bloggers who have sign-up forms, lead forms, sales pages, and someone who's doing lead generation work, people who are getting webinar registrations or demos, trials, sign-ups, funnels, and then people who've been doing e-commerce work like on Shopify, WooCommerce. In fact, on e-commerce stores like Shopify, WooCommerce, Magento, this is one of the most popular thing that all people have been using to boost sales. And you can use it on online courses like Teachable, Kajabi, Thinkific, and we integrate natively with all these products very easily. And for SaaS products as well, for demos, trials, signups, and so much more. So basically, any business that works with humans and has a human touch point, be it B2B, B2C, it works really well. So in the whole process of doing this, we've developed certain ethos of the kind of work that we do and the kind of work we want to do. Now, the kind of work that we want to do is we gather a lot of customer insights and customer data. So we are 100% GDPR safe, and we don't intend to sell your data. The data that gets inside your dashboard and the customer's details that you collect are 100% owned by you. So we don't get into any sort of unethical practices and anything of that sort. And that's just the ethos of us as a company. And By that, I'll just quickly dive into the product demo and show you how the product really works and how you can do the same with your product. Should I just take in a couple of quick questions if that's required right now? Okay. When will
Hey,
you?
sorry about that. Just had my mic muted. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Should I just answer a couple of questions before I head into the demo?
You know what? I think it would be better to just go into the demo, and that way we can, any questions that come up from the demo, we can circle back on those all in one swoop.
Perfect. Okay, great.
Yep, looks great. Who's
Okay,
excited for this demo?
perfect. So, so when you land inside a product, you will be essentially landing upon a screen that looks like this, and it has a small checklist of the kind of things that you are supposed to do. So the first is installing a pixel, second would be launching a campaign, and the third would be completing the profile. For the sake of demo and saving a bit of time, I would run through the process of creating the campaign and installing the pixel. So it's a very basic process. So all you have to do is you have to just go to this left little button which says pixel installation. And what you have to do is you have to just click on this button. And depending on whatever format of website you want, whether you own a basic HTML website or Google Tag Manager, if you want to integrate to that, or WordPress, we have a direct native integration with WordPress as well. And whether you own a Shopify store, Magento store, or even other stores as well. So at this point, we have other stores like Magento and WooCommerce as well. So all top stores we've covered, but in the coming days, we have PrestaShop, Volusion, BigCommerce, and a couple of more stores as well. Sorry. So what I've already done in this is, so let's say you copy the pixel. I'll take a WordPress website for this example. All you have to do is just go to the head tag area of the website and paste the pixel over here, which I've already done, and then just click on the save. Once you click on the save and then you go to the dashboard again, you'll notice that the pixel has already been verified, which is here. You can already see it over here. So before moving ahead in the process, you have to have the pixel verified, and this is really crucial. Because until and unless you have installed the pixel, you won't be able to create the campaign and get the notifications showing live on the website. So once you're done with this, we've already cleared the process. As you can see, the pixel is sending data, and this basically shows that the pixel is verified. We jump into the quick process of creating the campaign. So for the campaign, I already have a campaign which is here. I'll run through the process. So as you enter in the campaign process, you can see that there are a couple of notifications that we have right now. So first one is bulk activity. So I'll show you this. Okay, so bulk is basically the total amount of buying activity that's happened on your website. So what you can do is you can have language customizations over here. You can change the notification type. You can have a different version for it as well. I mean, you can see the design changes, and you can even change the size of it, and you can really change the radius. So essentially, we've given all sorts of customizations so that you can have all the luxury to change the look and feel of the notification on your website. You can even upload an image. You can change the color, and you can change the boldness. What do you have? You can change the font. You can change the color of the font. And you can change everything over here, like from brand name, text. So everything that you see here, it's 100% editable and easy to maneuver around. So you can even make these notifications clickable. And right now we've entered the sign up affiliate button, but you can just click on it over here and click on save. So you have bulk, you have recent activity. Recent activity basically shows the amount of total, the exact person who has bought on your product. So let's say John from New York has recently purchased an iPhone on your website. So you can edit all this text and go through all this process of showing recent buying activity on your website. So you can hide usernames. over here. So there's a notification type. You can hide locations. You can hide country. You can add the city as well. And again, you can change the size of it with radius and like, getting into a map or a non-map situation, change the color as well, textile, brand name, and all other things. Um, so we have also given this customization of hiding anonymous conversion. If you have someone who hasn't filled in the name, you can remove that and hide that conversion. You can even fix the first username, display conversions from last 60 days, 20 days, 30 days. So I can probably put in 10 days and you can show 10 conversions, let's say. So we've given all sort of conversion and you can even switch on and off the powered by button. I know a lot of you guys were asking about, I don't want to show the powered by influence button. So you can really toggle this from here and it gets switched off. You can enter, you can even enter in on your own brand name. So let's say I enter in, AppSumo. So it will show powered by AppSumo. And you can make it clickable. So this basically means I can just redirect the person to wherever I want to send them and get the person to visit that page. So let's say you have attached the notifications on the whole website and you want them to be redirected to a demo page. So you can enable this notifications clickable. And then once someone clicks on the notification, they'll be redirected to whichever page you want them to go. So let's say in this case, I would want them to go to sign up page. I can easily send them on the sign up page. And then you can enable hyperlink as well. Click to action enable. You can toggle these details as well. And this is basically a click to action button, which you can see over here, so that it looks really trendy and you can show it to your customers and push them more to sign up on your website. So this is the second notification. Live is just basically showing the exact number of buyers that are there on the website. Again, you can do the language customizations. We have 103 languages and same level of customizations. And there's one extra feature that we have in this notification is that if we have viewers less than one, you can probably show them, because there are people who don't want to show, they don't want to show their, when there are 0 people on the website. So you can change this. So let's say I put it 1. Again, you can switch on, switch off the branding situation and make it 100% white label. And again, you can change the clickable, and everything's pretty basic and same. And so these are the 2 features that we have coming in the upcoming days. Custom notifications is something that I've already shared. The whole idea behind doing this is to have any sort of activity, and that should trigger as a notification activity on your website. And I noticed someone talking about the review notification as well. So it's just in our staging section where we are actually testing it right now. So I'll just show you a quick run through of how it looks like. So it's just, so this is how the design would look like. And we should be shipping this by, I think, today or tomorrow, because we are really dependent on the approval of Google and Facebook for this. So that's just pretty much how the review notification looks like. And I think it should be uploaded in a couple of days, as soon as we get some clearance. And moving on, once you've saved all these settings, then the next step is to move on to the settings area, and you can really control in the way that you want to show the notification. You can have fade in, fade out style. You can have bounce, slide, zoom, whichever way you like. And just for the sake of giving the flexibility, because we had some people who've been asking us about this, they have mobile people as well visiting on their website. So they want to show the notification on top. So you can show it on top and bottom as well. And then loop notifications. So loop notifications is basically showing loops and controlling how you want to show the experience of notifications to the end user. This is for randomizing. And you can even give the flexibility to your customer to close the notifications as well. because a lot of people, you have different sort of visitors coming on your website. So you want to give them the, flexibility to close and view notifications at their own peril. So that's that. And you can delay the notification. You can display time. You can delay it between seconds as well. You can even select the position, which is left or right. And this is a new feature we just launched like a couple of days back. So some people who've been doing exclusively some business in, let's say, Asia, they wanted to have this kind of flexibility that I want to show notifications from a specific country as well. So you can show notifications from a specific country. Let's say I want to do it in Southeast Asia. So I would probably do India and so on and so forth in other countries. Ideally, we've selected these settings to the best, so I would prefer to put them to default so that it works really well for you. Now, once you've completed the second process, you will move on to the third process, which is the capture deal. Now, this is where you want to understand how things really work. And so let's say you have a form on your website. So let's say I have a website and I go to this website and click on it. No, so let me see. Okay, so I have a form over here. So let's say I have a form and I want to have this form and capture it. So this is the home page. So what I'll do is I'll just take this URL and paste it over here. And this would basically be my place from where I'll pick up all the signups from. Now, in this case, we've already configured it with integrations, because there might be times that your forms are actually connected with other third-party services like MailChimp, ActiveCampaign, or some webinar form, or other things. So we've taken care of that. For integration's sake, right now we have ActiveCampaign, Teachable. We have chat softwares like Crisp, Drip, CRMs, Gist, which is already an AppSumo thing, Gravity Forms, Stripe, ClickFunnels, and just basically all the popular products that are out there. And if it doesn't fit, we have also given the flexibility of having custom notifications so that you can contact your service provider, whichever third-party service that you use, and then simply configure it for that. But this might be slightly tricky for some people. So we've given other sort of integrations as well, which is Shopify, WordPress, Magento, MailChimp. And so basically we have a roadmap of 80 to 100 integrations, which essentially covers all top internet services which are out there. And if even that doesn't work, we have a Zapier service, which anyone can go out and read instructions and simply install it on the website. Now, once you're done with this process, next is to figure out where do you want to run it. So in terms of running it, you can have where do you want to run it. So let's say you want to run it on a sign up page. So you can add that. And you don't want to run it on the display page. So you can exclude that page as well. Or if you want to run it everywhere, which is already done over here, so you can check on this button, which is run on all pages. And once you've done that, so this is basically how it works. And this is just like a small, like 5-10 minute process. And that's how you can update the campaign and the campaign gets live. And you can go here and I'll just refresh and you'll be able to see the notifications over here. Okay, so this is the live one. This is how the live notification looks like. And you'll see recent and other notifications as well. Okay, cool. So I think this is just basically how the whole process works. And is there anything else I should run through? If there's anything else, just please type in the comment section so that I can quickly run through in terms of giving a tutorial, or else I'll just dive into the questions.
Cool. No, that was great. Let's we got a handful of questions here, so I can run through some of those, and you can tackle them. All right. Let's see what would be good. All right. Ronald is asking, what visitor activity triggers a recent notification alert? So what's going to trigger those recent notification alerts?
Okay, 1 second. So, which question is it?
So Ronald is asking, what visitor activity triggers a recent notification alert?
So, Ronald, let's say someone you've set this up on your sign up form or any demo page or any funnel capture page or any page where you're just basically capturing email or name of the details. As long as you have email of the person, we can easily trigger recent notifications from using that. So recent plus bulk would be dependent on that email form. So this is how the recent notification would work.
Got it. Okay, I think he had an example for if you wanted to do, say, X number of people had registered for an upcoming event, such as, say, a seminar or a webinar or something like that. Could you do that?
Yeah, we can do that. So not only
Awesome.
that, we can fire 2 notifications for that. So first would be recent, like showing individuals. So let's say you have 100 people who have signed up. So you can show Chris from AppSumo from Austin, or Elon Musk from San Francisco, or TP from India. We can specifically show name-wise. Plus, we can show an aggregator as well. Like 236 people have booked booked for this webinar in the last 7 days or 24 hours, or whatever the limits you want to put it to. So that's how it works.
Awesome.
And
All right. Frank is asking, do you have any examples of how this product could be used specifically in financial services?
With financial services, it really depends on the ticket sizes. Eventually, when you're selling any service to the end user or to the customer, whether it is B2B or B2C, there's a lot of mistrust there that's already there between the businesses and the customers. And to enable the trust, you would want to use all 3 notifications plus the new review one, which we'll be launching in a couple of days, just to show and enable some trust that, okay, we have already some customers, we have buying engagement. We have John from New York who has recently gotten purchased your financial services, or we have 363 people who are watching this page right now, or 373 people have taken up the service. So finance by design, it's a very risky sort of engagement between both businesses and customers. So enabling these notifications would definitely enable some trust. And just to go more on it, in the coming days, we would also be introducing split testing as a feature. So you don't have to trust my voice or probably trust my version of this webinar. You can just go out, use our product, split test it, and come back to us with the results. And if it doesn't work with us, we'll help you in deploying multiple split tests just to ensure that you get the maximum out of your money. So let's say you can set up different funnels. One might convert at 4%, the other one might convert at 8% to 9%. So this is how you'll be able to measure whether it works or not. So you don't have to trust us. You just have to trust the tool and the metrics. So the math will make sense of it automatically.
Awesome. Cool. We have another question that's basically asking about buying activity. So say you had it set up on a site where you're not getting a whole ton of sales, but then a notification is popping up, such as Mr. John Smith has bought a product a month ago, where it's not super convincing. So what would be a way to use influence, for that social proof without it kind of looking like you have very low volume, things like that?
So that's a very tricky sort of question. I think the whole idea behind using a product is to have someone who's an early stage business and is also growing at the same time, because that's how we come in and we would love to help. So if you have a certain number of users, let's say you have 1,000 or 2,000 visitors, using our tool would allow you to convert more customers. So over a period of time, working with a lot of people, like thousands of customers, we've realized that we don't work best with people who don't have much buying activity. But to solve this problem, you can have test signups or probably 8 or 10 signups, so that currently we have a loop of 118, which is 1 live notification, 1 bulk, and 8 recent. So if you can fill in some test reviews, like test signups, that would serve the loop for you and keep your customers buying and engaged. So that when you drive some traffic, cold traffic, and people come on your website, they see at least that there's something happening. So initially you can move on with something as test signups. You can fill it from your end. But then moving ahead, I think it'd be way better if you can push and drive some traffic and grow the business and eventually make the most out of it. Mm-hmm. So that's how I say it.
Yeah. I wonder if it would also, could you use it with like a lead magnet or something like that, where it's getting triggered based on say a free download or something that you're using. So that way kind of the notifications are scaled a little bit quicker versus a higher end price tool where, you might get a sale once a week or once a month.
Right. So you can do that. And for that one, that specific one, we've just launched the customer. We would be launching the custom notifications, which would be basically just attaching it to any trigger. Let's say someone posted on the blog, someone just commented on the WordPress blog, like any activity that you can think
Yeah.
of. So
Yeah. And so that way it's, like you said, you can customize it a lot more for all different sorts of things, or even just based on what you say you had a specific goal for a product that you were trying to sell, you can customize those towards that to increase the conversions on that specific product.
Right.
All right. Next question is, I love the reviews feature, but what if I have clients send those in via email or submit them directly to my website? Can those reviews be displayed too?
It's sort of a tricky, and you want to have some shelf life as well with respect to reviews. So if I really go into it, where do people go for reviews? If there's a restaurant, they'll probably go to Google. If there's if there's a restaurant, they'll probably go to Google. They'll probably go to Yelp. So you want to be positioned in the place where the customers are searching for reviews versus being in a position where you're sort of alienated. Although we can figure it out, I'll have to probably speak to my developers and figure out how you can custom take this. But I think the best for your business and growth would be to have it in a place where people are already looking for it. So let's say for our product, if you go to G2 or Capterra, I would love to have reviews over there versus having it on my website, because that's how the social proof works. The more reviews that I'll have on Trustpilot, the more buying activity I would have. So I want to be always positioned in a place where that enables more sales versus just having a review, which might be great, but would not sort of result in money. But I'm sure we can figure this out as well. This is an interesting problem for our team as well. We can definitely, if you can ping on the chat and support section and on the inside, we can definitely figure out something.
Awesome. All right. Can this be used on Wix or Squarespace?
We already have integrations which are live with Wix and Squarespace. You can just go inside the support, just ping them, hi, I want to use this with Wix and support, and they'll probably help you with that.
Got it. Cool. And what do you have on the roadmap? What are some of the upcoming features that you guys are working on?
So for roadmap, we have 3 major features: the review notifications, which will be going live pretty soon. We already have, so I also want to take this as an announcement. So if there's someone who has a Google business account and wants to come as a beta customer with us in testing review notification, we'd be happy to onboard you and test out things with you. So we have review notifications, which will be technically working with Facebook, Google, reviews.io, and a couple of more areas like Yelp, Yotpo, and things like that. And apart from that, we'll be having custom notifications. We would be opening our API because some people have requested API just to have a custom access to things. And then we would be having this feature, which is social proof newsfeed, which will show all the recent buying activity that happens on your website. So it's more like Beamer for social proof. So that's just really in the oven right now, and we've been working on it and building that up as of this moment.
That's awesome. And what about split testing? Is that going to be available?
Split testing would be available as well. I see it tentatively probably in the next 40 odd days sort of time span.
Okay, awesome. That sounds great. Awesome. Well, we're coming up on the end of our time, but I want to give you the opportunity, if you have any final things you want to say to the Simulink. Again, for the Simulinks that are on here, Influence is currently live in the AppSumo store, so you can head over there and check it out. It's just appsumo.com/influence. It's a great tool. A lot of people have been getting a lot out of it. It's just $49 for lifetime access to it, and it is stackable as well. It's backed by AppSumo's 60-day money-back guarantee, so feel free to check it out, get it up on your website, see how it works for you, your business, your clients' businesses. And we're always here if you have any questions questions, but Kurti, I wanna give the last word to you before we sign off.
Okay. So we've been getting a couple of people to ask us about some extra things, and we've sort of figured out a bundle that people would love to have. So right now, the social proof newsfeed, it's basically accessible to the highest 10 stack, which is available in AppSumo. So what we've done is we've figured out a small bundle which allows everyone to have that kind of flexibility to own that. So if you can see my screen, we've just built up this special offer for Sumo Links. So where you can have social proof newsfeed, which would be essentially Beamer for social proof. Plus, we'll also be introducing push notifications in our product. So it would not only be social proof notifications, but we'll also have push notifications, which is basically just like any other push notifications product out there. And you'll be getting this in our product only. And we'll be giving you an unlimited access to our API. And we'll be bundling all these three services to you right now, which are accessible to 10 stack. So social proof newsfeed is accessible to 10 stack, but all these three services, we would be introducing them like on a monthly subscription for a $9.99 for the next 7 days. And this is a special offer that's valid for only 7 days right now. So if you can go on useinfluence/bundle, you'll be able to see a sales pitch of the description of everything that's out there with respect to these three features and how you can easily have them accessible with yourself. So it's basically push notification, social proof newsfeed, just like Beamer, and unlimited access to our API at just like a $9.99 per month for the next 7 days. So all you have to do is just go to the support section and ping us, hi, I want to have this service and how can I have that? And we'll be able to help you with that.
That's awesome. That's super cool.
That's just all from my end. And are there any questions that I need to take? Anything else?
No, I think that is good for now. If anyone has any further questions, you can always leave those on the AppSumo deal page, and I'm sure you can also hit up the influence team as well.
The best would be if you want them one-on-one personally answered by me. You can just ping in the support section, and I can personally sit on it and help you out with it. Like
awesome.
Just feel free to chat up.
Great. Thank you so much for taking the time to do this walkthrough for everybody and answer those questions. I'm sure they're super stoked about that. It helps them get it all set up and squared away so they can start rocking with it right now. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for taking the time. Sumo Links, thank you for hopping on and joining us today. Super appreciate it. And Kurti, thank you. We'll be talking to you soon.
Thank you. Thank you, Chris.
All right. Bye-bye, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye, everyone.